My name is Kirk Johnson. I'm the director of the museum, and it's a pleasure to welcome you here. I thought I'd take a few moments to give you a few facts about the museum since you're here, captive audience, waiting for whales to happen. The museum, your building opened in 1910, and it's the world's largest natural history museum. Currently, we're seeing about 4.5 million visitors a year. Most of them are American tourists. About 15% are people from outside of the United States. Almost all of them are people that come less than once in a decade. So that means over the course of a decade, we probably see about 45 or 50 million unique individuals in this building, making it sort of the most visited informal science education venue on the planet. It's pretty cool to think about that, like literally 12% of the nation's population was in this building in the last decade, here voluntarily to learn about the natural world and our place in it. Of course, as you know, being scientists, policymakers, whale lovers, that we're way more than just a place where people come to learn about the natural world. We also have this incredible collection, 148 million objects, including the world's largest whale collection. And it's an amazing collection. It receives visits from about 12,000 scientists a year coming to look at the collections, work on the collections. There's a scientific staff of about 100 people. So it's a little-known fact. And for many of the people that come into the building, they have no idea that science goes on in the building as well, that it's actually a place of science. We have two major science initiatives underway, new initiatives. One is an effort working with NOAA to build out the capacity to use eDNA and use our collections to calibrate the eDNA samples that are being so widely used around the world today. And the second one is a project with NASA that involved the retrieval of the sample from the asteroid Bennu, which came into the building just a few weeks ago. So it was really cool to actually see the sample as it returned to the building. Kind of reminds you of that John Steinbeck quote from Lago de Cia Cortez. You know, it's advisable to look at the tide pool, then look to the stars, then look back to the tide pool. And I think that's what we do at this museum, is the full scope of the natural world, from the marine world to outer space and back again. And it's with that that we're really delighted to be a convening entity for groups like this one that have sort of a dual purpose: one, to celebrate the Endangered Species Act, its 50th anniversary, and also to talk about this remarkable discovery of the Rice's whale in the Gulf of Mexico. So as a scientist myself and somebody who started my career working with gray whales and walruses, I'm always delighted when the room is full of marine mammal people. And with that, I'll turn it over to your leader, Mike McGowan, who's our curator of marine mammals, to give you some details about how the building works. It's not immediately obvious, of course. And have a wonderful day. Thanks so much.